Feels weird calling you moms because you're not my mom. I mean, what should I call you guys? Hello, ladies. So I just had I thought it was a profound thought. It was one of those little brain explosions. I'm not going to call it, what other people call it, because that's grody. But fun. It's fun when we have new ideas, and then if it's an old idea, then it's just confirming and fun also. So maybe you've already thought of this, but I would love to hear what you think about what I just thought. Okay, here we go. You know how a lot of moms say that one of their biggest struggles is not feeling good enough? I'm not good enough, or I don't feel like I'm good enough. Do we realize how low of a bar that is? Like if I told you, you're good enough, does that make you feel special? I mean, if someone's like, well, you're good enough, maybe it's about the inflection, but to me, the phrase good enough doesn't sound amazing. And it's not something that I want. I don't want to be good enough. God says there is no one good, no, not one. So I know I'm not good on my own. And I know that the Holy Spirit is the only thing in me that's good and that desires goodness and love and patience and desires all the things that I myself wouldn't desire. And if you don't feel that way or see that in yourself, then are you ever hanging out with anyone? Because anytime I'm around someone, I'm flawed and I see it. And the more people I interact with, the more I see my flaws. However, I do not feel like I'm not good enough because I feel like and think that that is a low, low bar. Picture this being the line of good enough. What's below the line? Not good enough, right? But that's not the top. Good enough is just barely over the not good enough line. So we've got not good enough, line, good enough. And what about all this space? And through the ceiling and to the sky. Okay? Good enough is not a way to compliment yourself. That's my point. Let's not tell each other, you're good enough. Let's say you're amazing. God has put something really special in you. You are extraordinary. You're fantastic. Because of the Holy Spirit, because of what God's put in us. However, there are people that God has put talents and gifts in that are not Christians. I'm just going to say it. Some non-Christians have amazing talent, and we can say that's extraordinary, and we're still pointing to Christ because how'd they get that talent? God. Okay, tangent. But good enough. So can we change the language? Maybe the language is only bothering me because I tend to be kind of wordsmithy and I enjoy the nuances of one word versus another word. That may not be your thing. That's totally my thing. So here you go. If you are in my, tribe, whatever you want to call it, if you are a woman that resonates with the messages that God has placed in me and that are overflowing out of me, then this will be fun to you. You are not good enough. You are more than good enough. Good enough is the lowest of the lowest, right above not good enough. So, not good enough, line, good enough. You guys, I hope that encourages you. That's how I see you. And we've all got room to grow. Whatever. Let's just say that this is the line and this is good enough. Well, maybe I'm just there. But that's still better than just good enough. And I think that you're probably better than just good enough because God doesn't make us good enough. He makes us worthy. He makes us more than conquerors. More than conquerors isn't like that. If we've been given everything we need for life and godliness, it's not like that. Anyway, my 10 cents. Hope you have a fantastic day. You are more than good enough. God is doing amazing things in you, and let's celebrate each other. Happy day after Mother's Day.